Hey, what is up everyone? So it's your boy MulaPlease, today with a different kind of video again, where I'm pretty much just going to be talking about underrated duo spots. I'm going to define underrated as places where there's only going to be probably one or two teams contesting you, and as a result of the loot that you'll be able to get will be pretty decent coming out. For example, if you land Polar Peak, which has a similar amount of loot to Junction, believe it or not, when you count all the surrounding buildings, but you fight like 3 teams here, it's not so much worth it when you could only fight one team Junk and then make it out pretty well, in my opinion. Also, all the information I'll be talking about, such as the chest spawns and vending machines and whatnot, will be included in a spreadsheet that will be put at the end of the video, so stay tuned. So for the first spot on my list is Junction. Junction is pretty good for duos because since it's such a large area, having another player helping you loot everything, it just makes the time needed really more effective, since there's another vending machine over here that you might not always get if you're a solo, as well as the one inside here. And then also, since it's so big, you will typically be pushed by storm, but since you have quads, you can stay at however late you need and then just quad out, since you can go faster than the storm generally. Also, you'll get max metal from hitting these truck beds and whatnot, which is pretty efficient, and then you can get max brick by hitting just the walls surrounding Junk. Also, there's 6 quads and 4 hoverboards, so no matter what, even though there's only like a 50-50 spawn rate, you're pretty much going to have at least a couple ways to get out. So the next spot I want to talk about is Lucky Landing. Lucky Landing has about 18 chest spawns total, if you're counting all of these areas, and then 2 vending machine spawns. I don't think you can get max metal just from farming inside here, but if you guys get zoned, then you can probably hit the bridge and max it out then. You can obviously get max brick just by hitting the walls here as well. And then there's one campfire located right here, as well as 1 quad spawn in this building, as well as 4 hoverboard spawns in case you guys need to use them to rotate far out. The next spot that I think is super underrated is Lonely Lodge. So there's going to be 13 chest spawns here and then 2 vending machine spawns. And then there's 4 campfires, so no matter what, you're going to have at least 100 HP coming out of here. There's also a bunch of ballers on here and then here, as well as a bunch of hoverboards, so you can choose which direction you need to go, depending on where you see people landing. Otherwise, you can just use the zip lines and then hit the vents. I talk about this spot a little bit more in-depthly in my shameless plug Lonely Lodge video, so go check it out. The next spot I'll be talking about is the Lazy Lagoon here. You'll notice that in the spreadsheet I don't count the vending machine and then the chest spawns over here, because I think that generally baller players or people who will land in this forest is going to get them, since you guys should be focusing on dropping into the ship. That's not to say that you guys can't land there if you notice that you're being uncontested, but I just didn't want to bank on that, so I didn't decide to include that. There's 19 total chest spawns between the 2 areas, and then there's max brick from the walls here, and then there's a bunch of metal from the anchors, money bags, chandeliers, and the cannonballs. Not to mention that there's 2 baller spawns, and then vents wherever else you need to go, right next to the sky platform. The last spot I want to talk about is Sunny Steps. I think Sunny Steps is pretty good in terms of the loot you're going to get on average, and you're going to definitely get pretty efficient bricks, so you'll be able to rotate out pretty quickly. And then there's also 1 campfire here. So if you want to learn about this spot as well, you can check out a video I've made in the past. I guess I'll just link the 2 that I mentioned in the description below. So that's pretty much all I have. I'm thinking that I'm going to make a solo version of this where I can talk about smaller spots that other people have been requesting as well, such as the gas station and the Tomatoes Temple. But I mean, if you guys enjoyed the video, then I'll know that I should do that. If not, let me know in the comments. I guess that's pretty much all I have, so if you want to see more, then let me know. Thanks.